I mean, I'm happy that it's the birthday. However, what's the point of having rich friends if they don't get you gifts?
We're going to start small to big.
Right, here you go.
This is the cake from last night.
Not a
No, corn chips. Well, I don't want
Corn
chips.
nuts. Anything you can find on the way into the
it's
studio.
not.
Oh,
No,
some
Green
green
tea for the green room.
And
Green
since
tea.
Since you were so bad at pool the other day.
This is the pool stick they gave
No, it's
me.
not. Stop it, Kenny.
You didn't give me this.
A lot of effort went into this.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. He gives me my picture of me on my desk.
So they basically just collected things from around the studio to give him for his birthday. Happy birthday to Kenny the Jet Smith.
Happy birthday, man.
He's joining us here on First Take.
Yo, here's the deal, Kenny. You know what? It's not about the age, brother. It's not about the dust on the birth certificate. It's about how you look and feel. That's what it's about, baby. And you're looking good, brother.
100%. 100%. I feel great. I have the cheapest rich friends that you could ever imagine. It's like I might as well go back to Left Rack City, man. Get my friends at Left Rack City growing up gave me better gifts than them two dudes.
Yeah, right. You probably didn't take any of those home with you.
I got a confession to make right here on national television, Kenny. Listen, man, I've been trying to get myself in better shape, take care of myself, but I cheated the other day. I was in Left Rack City at White Castle. Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Oh, that's really cheating.
Yes, I was.
That is really
one on
cheating.
Queens Boulevard. You know me.
Yeah,
I was there the other day.
Cheating. That's really cheating because you can't have one. Those are like potato chips. You got to have like seven burgers because they're like
a little slider.
I had about five.
That's really cheap.
I had about five.
5 equals 1, though. They're small.
There we go.
Let's go to the NBA. You ready, Kenny? Let's do this. We go to Los Angeles, where the
ready.
Lakers defeated the Knicks yesterday. Despite not having LeBron James, Luka Doncic dropped 35 points. Austin Reeves had 25. The Lakers forced 19 turnovers to secure the W. They currently sit as the 5th seed in the Western Conference. The Knicks hold the 3rd seed in the East. We talk a lot about the Knicks on this show because Stephen A. loves them so much. So now here you go, Kenny. Do you trust the Knicks to go on a deep playoff run?
Well, the Knicks aren't a team that's going to consistently blow people out. They're a grind you out team. If they were a football team, they would have a running back. They wouldn't be throwing the ball. They're not airing it out. They're defensively minded. They in the second half of the season been probably one of the top 1 or 2 defensive teams. So they're going to have nights like that. But their strength is they say this guy down the stretch, Jalen Brunson, can get you a bucket when it matters, and he can make a play when it matters. And do you have another guy like him? And that's how they win games. That's how they won games last year in the playoffs. Most of their series went deep last year. They'll go deep again. But the biggest thing is they have more experience, and they don't have the Pacers, who are full strength, the team that beat them. So they're right there, but with that team in Boston and Beantown, they got an injection, Steven.
Why does that put a smile on your face? That's my problem. Why does that put a smile on your face and you smiling and laughing about it? Queens in the building, bro. I mean, this is not good news for us.
Listen, I was a Knicks fan, but I was never a Knick. So I don't have the same love as you have for them. But, there was a shot of B12 in Boston that came back in Jason Tatum. So it changes a little bit of trajectory of what the Knicks might be able to do.
Listen, man, I can't wait till I join y'all one of these days in Atlanta with the crew, even though I know Shaq going to dedicate a Shaq and a Fool segment to me, and I ain't looking forward to that with his big-ass self. I know he's going to get me. And Charles Barkley, we'll talk about what the hell he's been saying and how he's been looking. But I'm going to tell you this, Kenny. Here's my issue. When you sit up there and you talk about the grit and the grind, is that still applicable to our New York Knicks? What they were with Tom Thibodeau, it does seem to be a bit changed. They do seem to be a bit more finesse, dare I say, than they have been in the last couple of years. Does that not worry you when you consider Boston, Detroit, and Cleveland to a lesser degree? Does that not concern you?
No, that's who they are. Like, you can't. When you come on our show, you're going to be the same person. It's not like you're going to start flipping and doing things that we do. You would come and do the same thing. You look at OG Anunoby, you look at Cat, you look at Brunson, the 3 guys, Mikal Bridges, and you look at Hart, Jason Hart. Look, those guys are grinded out guys. They aren't, guys, maybe with the exception of Cat at times, who probably can play multiple kind of ways. But if you tell Jalen Brunson push the ball at a 99% pace and let's play fast, you're inhibiting what he does best. It's like getting physicality on the guard that's guarding him. So no, you are who you are. You're going to be who you are, and you're going to have to beat people the way you are. End of story. And so yes, Detroit has a grinded out team too. So now you're going to have to see if you can outgrind, because physicality is not an issue in Detroit. It is not an issue. You want to be physical with Cade, he's like, bring it. You want to be physical with Duran, you can bring it. Oh, Isaiah Stewart, oh, thank you very much. Right. So this is the way they're going to have to win, and that is it.
Listen, I agree with you with Cade Cunningham, except for when he goes against Stephon Castle in San Antonio. That's a different story. But outside of that, I totally agree with you. What I'm looking at right now—
in the Eastern Conference. We're talking East.
In the Eastern Conference. But what I'm asking you is this. Is there no difference between Mike Brown and Tom Thibodeau that concerns you?
There is a difference. But Thibodeau's proven, honestly, with this team. Like, you're a couple of games or a couple of minutes away from, being in the NBA Finals. So he's proven this is a prove-it year for Mike Brown, who has, been a great coach throughout his career, coach of the year at times, been doing great. But has he done it with this team? He hasn't done it yet. So, yes, there is a concern because at least you knew what you were getting. Right now, you're not 100% sure on what the reaction is going to be through adversity. So, yeah, Mike Brown has a little bit more to prove at this point, because what's going to happen through adversity?
Yeah, I feel like last year we were never questioning effort, and there's been a few games this season with the Knicks where we questioned effort. Let's go to the B12 brothers, though. Let's do that. Let's go to Beantown, because after flirting with a triple-double in Friday's win, Jason Tatum did not miss a beat in his second game back from a ruptured right Achilles. The six-time All-Star scored 6 of his 20 points in the fourth quarter, delivered a dagger on a three-pointer with just under 2 minutes remaining. The Celtics went ahead and beat the Cavaliers 109-98 in a matchup between two Eastern Conference contenders. I don't know that anyone could have predicted Jason Tatum to look the way that he has. However, Kenny, now how dangerous does he make the Celtic squad?
They're the clear and present danger, because I would say that Jaylen Brown is having, if not the MVP season, he's number 2. And with that, he had been the best one-on-one basketball player, hardest guy to stop in basketball. Now, when you add Jason Tatum to that team, you can't double team him. So the double team is not coming. If you look at these plays right here, he is playing ISO basketball, which he's not played all year. So now you're having the guy who's having his best year of his career not being double teamed. There's no help coming, young man. You are on that island by yourself, and there's no tattoo and there's no Mr. Rock. This ain't Fantasy Island. So here it is. Every play he gets to play one-on-one, both of them. So that makes the difference. And I was very surprised how quickly not how fluid he was, but more his shot selection was so high, and that it did not change his mentality. And once he starts making shot with the same mentality, man, they're right where they were.
Well, let me ask you this, Kenny. I mean, last time I saw Jason Tatum, and it's been yesterday marked like day 300 that he was out since his Achilles tear in Game 4 against the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. But that was in the last couple of minutes of the game. They were about to go down 3-1 with Jason Tatum healthy on the basketball court, with Jaylen Brown healthy on the basketball court. The Knicks were giving it to them, okay? So when I look at it from that standpoint, I'm like, you did it before, you could possibly do it again. Is there a reason we should believe that the outcome would be any different this go-round if they went up against the New York Knicks compared to last season? And if so, what would that reason be, Kenny?
I think they were reluctant responsibility givers before. I think they were reluctant to give all the responsibility to Jaylen Brown because Jason Tatum had been so great for so long. And now he has emerged as the go-to guy. That would be the first reason. The second would be Kata, because his ability, along with Vucevic when he comes back, I think they have better bigs that can maybe do things differently against Karl Anthony Towns and OG and Mitchell Robinson. So they have different bigs this time, much more athletic. I thought at times, when they lost to the Knicks and was losing to the Knicks, Robinson and Cat, they were just so much more athletic and getting up and down the court. That is not the case now. So they have to do things differently. So if there is a thing that happens, I think those are the two obvious things that have happened in the last 365 days.
Okay. All right.
Fair enough.
I'll accept that for now.
Accept it. That should scare you.
I'll deal with Kenny in the weeks to come. I mean,
Okay.
we'll be talking a lot.
Okay.
We'll be talking.
I'm not disagreeing that the Knicks are still a clear possible favorite. But you asked me, do they have to worry about something? Yes, they do. It's a different worry. I think that isn't the same team that they beat 365 days ago.
Yeah. Queta has been unbelievable for the Celtics.
Yeah, he has.
All right, Kenny, you're going to stick around because we got to react to Michael Jordan weighing in on the GOAT debate yesterday. I don't know that he said anything crazy, but he still has something we have to react to. He's the GOAT. Well, we got to react to it. Kenny, we'll see you in a little bit. Stick around.
Thanks for coming.